me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as they're up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Set, 180, Mike 54, no chance. Check, 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 check. 11. Hey, alert 3. Check safety, check safety.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Move 60. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Check, check. Fresno.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Drill right, 22. 22, back 22. Carter. Like that.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
180! 44. It's been a long day for you. Red, touch.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Stay 50. Hey, middle. General West. Hey, Alpha. What happened?
Play action. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Go.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Set. Alert. 280. Stop your body. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Chopper. Bang, bang. Check 52. Switch.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Watch the motion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
54. Mike, 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert, 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 alert. Red, tuck. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Gay now set to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Stafford now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hatchet. Rerun. Mike 5-4. 80 weapons. They're going to need some therapy.
Again, it's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's 3rd down and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, ball.
They run. Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Alert!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to go for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They go play action with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Check. No.
Now a run with Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
46-yard line.
Michael, set! 180! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
To throw is Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
55. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 43. Show it up.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 65 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point. Up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You must be dreaming. 59!
From the 16, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, 70! Slam! 53! Ready!
On 4th down, Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, it's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Alert, 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 alert. He's coming, double up.
From the 24, Trubisky steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 15, check.
Now Trubisky. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42. Packers 24. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offense out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Big 20. Get that smooth. 58, right over there.
Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Right, Cook strip, the ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now, let's go. 58, come on.
From the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.